Hello and welcome to Tea Time. Coming up on today's show, we go to Shandon Park in Belfast for the conclusion of the Bulmers Golf Championships. We have the highlights from the latest US PGA Tour event, that's the Fry's Electronics Open, and we have the contenders for the Shot of the Month competition for October. Every year some 20,000 golfers take part in the Bulmers Golf Championships. They come from all over the country in pursuit of glory and that coveted national title. We sent our cameras along to Shandon Park in Belfast for the Jimmy Bruen Shields final. It was played out in dramatic fashion between Muskerry Golf Course in Cork and Scrabo Golf Course in County Down. One of the most competitive Jimmy Bruen finals ever took place a few weeks ago in Shandon Park as Scrabo Golf Club from County Down took on Muskerry from Cork. Earlier in the day, Muskerry had won 2 out of the first 3 matches. So coming into the second last match between Scrabo's Tom McGeehan and Glenn Thompson and Muskerry's Gordian Barry and Jackie Solon, the match was still very much in the balance. We pick up the action on the 16th green where Muskerry's Gordian Barry had this putt to win the hole and bring the match back to all square. The composed youngster unlucky there, just misreading it and missing it on the low side. This left Scrabo's Glenn Thompson with a chance to half the hole with this putt. Just going through his routines here, getting the pace. Seems settled, ready to go. Get in there. Oh, well done. The Scrabo pair remained 1 up with 2 to play, and they went on to win the match out and out on the 17th hole. So it all came down to the final match. Nigel Carson and Ross Henderson from Scrabo and Jimmy Hornibrook and Neil O'Brien from Muskerry were left to decide the destination of the 2007 Jimmy Bruen Shield. Coming on to the 16th hole, Scrabo were 1 up. Teenager Ross Henderson was left with this tricky putt from the fringe to apply the pressure onto Muskerry. Go on, go in there. Oh, unlucky. Muskerry now a long way from the hole. More than a little pressure now on Neil O'Brien as he has this 40-footer to win the hole. It's tracking. Oh, in she goes, well done. Both Henderson from Scrabo and Hornibrook from Muskerry drove well down the final hole. You can see why the Muskerry boys were nervous there with the hazard just to the left of his tee shot. Now Neil O'Brien has a 7-iron approach to put the pressure on the down boys. Ball fractionally above his feet. You always have to guard against a pull. Going through his routines. He's certainly set and ready. Lovely looking strike. As he avoided the pull. Oh no, unfortunately just in the bunker there to the left. Now his partner Hornibrook with the bunker shot. Oh, he decelerated there, slightly disappointed with that, to say the least. Can his partner bail him out of jail now? That was much better effort there. Rolls up to, looks like 4 or 5 feet. That leaves them with a putt for a bogey 5. Scrabbo's Nigel Carson now has this 15-footer for par to capture the title. A lot of pressure on here. Good looking stroke. Go in there. Oh, unlucky. That's relief for the Cork men. Now it's up to Hornibrook. Can he make amends for that bad bunker shot? Keep his nerve. Ready to go. All the pressure on. Stay steady. Oh, he looked up early, but it went in. Well done. And that now takes the match to extra holes. Now Nigel Carson from Scrabbo, his tee shot on the first extra playoff hole. Looking a bit anxious, either looking around the corner. Doesn't look too impressed. Now Neil O'Brien from Muskerry, can he get the fairway? Oh, he's up out of it early. Oh, and he's running to have a look as well. Two nervy tee shots there from both teams, left them with plenty to do on the first playoff hole. Now it's Nigel Carson from Scrabbo taking their third shot after hacking out from the rough. Good looking swing. Oh, a little bit down the right hand side. That'll leave his partner with a tricky chip over the bunker. Hornibrook now with his third shot from a little bit closer. A lot of people out there on the right. Looks like a pull to me. Oh, he pulled it left down into the trees. I'll leave his partner with a tricky chip. This is nervy golf. Understandable at this stage of the event. Now Scrabbo's fourth shot, the teenager Henderson, down on the left side of the green. He's getting a feel for what he wants to do. Sticking to his routines. He's got to get it up and down and stop it. Nice looking action. Oh, he bumped into the bank. Sit there now. Under the circumstances, good shot, giving his partner a chance at it. Now O'Brien in the bunker on the right hand side of the green. Comes out, pulls it a bit. He's left himself partner a long way from the hole there. Maybe even chipping are they over there. Oh, he's going to go with the putter. Jimmy Hornibrook under pressure. Nice looking stroke. It's just inside the opposition, is it? Who's going to putt first? And Muskerry were inside, so it's Nigel Carson now from Scrabbo. He's got to go first. He's got a 10-footer for 5. For a par. Oh, he just pulls it left and he gives the Muskerry boys a chance to get out of jail. Neil O'Brien now, he's been on fire all day on the greens. Can he make this for a 6 and really to keep the match alive? Oh, and in it goes again. I'd love him as a 4-ball partner. What a great putter. Now the youngster Ross Henderson, he's left with a little tiddler. I'd give him that. Lovely technique. He's not going to miss this. Well done. Should have given it to him. Now we're on the par 4 second hole. Both teams in the green in 2. First up, it's Neil O'Brien from Muskerry. He's got a 15-footer for birdie to put the pressure back on the Scrabbo men. His putting's been great all weekend. Oh, again! This man is unbelievable on the greens. He's got a great eye for these putts. This leaves Scrabbo's Nigel Carson now with a 6-footer to take the match to another playoff hole. A tough situation for Carson now. He's going to try and follow that in and keep the match alive for Scrabbo. Can he do it? Oh, he's pulled it left, unfortunately. And Muskerry now are the victors. They've won the Jimmy Bruen Shield for 2007. And they look quite happy about it, actually. They've completed a double over the weekend. They actually won the Junior Cup as well. So the men from Cork headed north, and what a great job they've done. It's amazing to think that Jimmy Bruen himself was a member, actually, first exposed to golf in Muskerry Golf Club at the age of 11. They look certainly very happy about it. Afterwards, our reporter Mal Keaveney talked to the winning pair.
Neil, okay, at the end of the day, you have won it, but a very poor start, and you recovered exceptionally well. How did you manage to do so?
Well, we were 3 down after 3, but as Jim always says, we're very strong mentally, very strong. And we just kept plugging away, 1 up, 1 down, never ever gave up. And I mean, the mix of emotions there in the last few holes is incredible, because one moment you think you're going to win it, the next moment you think you're going to lose it. And I don't know where it comes from, but we did it.
Jimmy, what about when the match went to extra time? What were your thoughts at that stage?
To be honest about it, we were nervous wrecks, but we just tried to keep our emotions in check, because our manager, team manager Maurice Leahy, has drilled into us all year that you stay as cool and calm as you possibly can. And I know we're not cool and calm at the moment, but going down 19 and 20, we stayed as cool as we could, and Neil called a fantastic putt.
Honestly, Neil, were you cool approaching the putt that won it?
It's amazing. Sometimes you're nervous, but I was quite calm actually. I was actually. And just one other thing, I suppose, one thing very much in my mind today is my dad died a few months ago, so I did it for him today.
Overall, what does this mean to a club that Jimmy Bruen was joined many years ago?
Well, it means a lot of things. I suppose there's 5 national titles. We had 4 up to today. The one missing was the Bruen, so we've completed the collection. It's our centenary year, and Jimmy Bruen was a member of Muskerry. So, but we have to mention Maurice Leahy and Freddie and Lenny, the 3 guys. This is the culmination of 3 years hard work, and they're just incredible. But it took us 3 years to get us here, Jim.
Incredible, absolutely. I mean, all of the pressure on the last couple of holes, they had prepared us for all of that. As I say, we never make things easy for ourselves, but at least, thank God, it worked in our favour today.
So along with O'Brien and Hornibrook, the Muskerry team of Paul Hurley, Dennis Lynch, Daniel Hallisey, David Lane, father and son Jerry and Owen O'Callaghan, they're the 2007 Jimmy Bruen Shield winners. So congratulations there to the guys from Muskerry Golf Club on a wonderful double over the finals weekend. And don't forget to join us next week, because we'll have the Senior Cup highlights from Shandon Park. That's all we have for part 1 of the show. Join us in part
It's the largest amateur golf competition in Europe, and this year's finals of the Bulmers All-Ireland Cups and Shields took place at Shandon Park Golf Club in Belfast.
1,500 teams, and started at the very, very beginning, and it's down now to the finals this week here in Shandon Park. Well, the Cups and Shields really are the bread and butter for the clubs. You have 5 different competitions, and that is what run the clubs. To get to an All-Ireland is the ultimate aim of most clubs, and the captains are out there from day one trying to get their players in shape and to make it here this week. That's what makes it such a special week and a special competition.
20,000 golfers and almost 500 club teams later, we were down to 20 teams competing in 5 different competitions. On the final day of the event, 2 competitions were down for decision, the Senior Cup and the Jimmy Bruen Shield. Having captured the Junior Cup earlier in the week, Muskerry Golf Club set out to bring the Jimmy Bruen Shield back to Cork and complete an historic double. This year marked their centenary, so it was all the more important to them to win the Shield that was named after their greatest son. But there were 2 teams in it, and the Scrabo team were not going to let them have it easy. They got off to a great start and claimed the first match by a comprehensive 3-2 margin. Muskerry then took the second by 2-1 and again the third by 7-5. Scrabo came back to sealing a win in the 5th match on 18, leaving the 4th match as the crucial decider. After 9 holes, Scrabo were 1 up, but by the 14th it was Muskerry who turned everything around to find themselves with a 1-hole advantage. Proving that this was anybody's, it was back to all square after 15, but it was Muskerry that went ahead again at 17, only to lose 18 and see the match go to tie holes. The 19th was halved in 4s, but it was the 20th that the Corkmen made history. been on the green in 3. Cheers echoed around the East Belfast course as Muskerry hold their putt. With a missed putt to Scrabo, the title and shield was given to Muskerry and dedicated to the best player the club ever produced.
The range of emotions in the last hour is just incredible, because you know from the way the crowds are coming back to your match. For a long time there's nobody watching it, and suddenly everybody's there, so you know that. Then we knew at that stage our match is critical, and you know sometimes you think, oh, we're going to lose it, and 10 minutes later you think we're going to win it. You have to block out those emotions, but it's just very hard to describe.